Hey everybody, Tekking here, and today's video is going to be discussing a topic that I don't think I've ever done in the past 700 videos I've done on this channel, and that is we're going to be talking about something that actually matters! Yeah! You know, I mean, manga and Pokemon and the Bleach online game, I'm not saying those things aren't integral parts of your life. But, yeah, okay. But yeah, anyway, the topic we're going to be discussing today is that of religion, Buddhism to be specific, and don't click the back button yet, don't worry, Bleach is still included in the topic, it's just that Buddhism actually may play a bigger role in the series than you actually know, and I thought it would be cool to make a video explaining all the similarities for it and all the inspirations that Kubo gathered from it in order to create the different realms in Bleach, because I've mentioned this a lot in my reviews where, you know, whenever we're talking about, like, Huecamundo or, like, the, you know, the realm where Komamura came from, I mentioned kind of just really briefly that they're drawn from the 6 realms of samsara in Buddhism, so I thought it would be cool to make a video just explaining what all that means and where all the different realms, you know, fit together, because it actually is, like, pretty damn exact if you actually take the time down to read all the different realms and what they are. They're like exact, you know, copies of the, I mean, the Bleach realms are like the exact copies of that. But before I get into it, let me just state the obvious. I'm not a Buddhist, okay? I'm an atheist, actually, so I'm probably going to mispronounce words, and I'm not completely knowledgeable about the subject. I've taken, like, one class in college that really focused on religion, and Buddhism was only a brief, you know, section of that, so all I got to go off of here is the internet and this book. Yeah, this is the Pocket Guide to the Afterlife, and it should be worth $16 according to the cover, but it was, I only bought this for $1 at my dollar store. But anyway, yeah, it basically just has a list of 40 of the most popular religions on the planet, and it just gives a brief, very brief, explanation of how their afterlives work and everything. So, yeah, we'll just go to the Buddhism section here, and yeah, this is the extent of what I have to go off of, so I'm probably going to miss the greater picture, because I know there's going to be at least a couple people that watch this that are actually Buddhists, and they're going to be like, oh, okay, well, you kind of missed the whole point of it, but whatever. Okay, so first off, I think it's pretty much common knowledge to everybody that Buddhists believe in reincarnation, so, you know, they don't believe that, you know, when you die, your soul just goes to one location and just chills out there for the rest of eternity. You know, if you're good, you were here, if you're bad, you were here, if you were neutral, you're here, stuck for all eternity. No, they have cycle called conditioned existence, or samsara, where when you die, you end up in one of these particular realms of the afterlife. And in each one of these realms is, it does have a specific fixed ending, okay? Some realms you may be in longer than others, but they all do end eventually. Nothing is eternal. So, what are these 6 realms? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have the Deva Realm, the realm of gods, the Asura Realm, the realm of titans, the Hungry Ghost Realm, the Animal Realm, and the Human Realm. I would assume those would all be kind of self-explanatory. Then we have the Narmucca Realm, or Hell, also kind of self-explanatory. Yeah, so those are the 6 main realms of Buddhism, and I'm sure you can immediately pick out some of them that already sync up with the Bleach universe, most notably the Human Realm, which is the one we're in right now, and that is, of course, the world living in Bleach. So right away, really simple. The next one that's probably the most obvious is the Narmucca Realm, or Hell Realm, because it's specifically just called Hell. So there we go. We have 2 right off the bat that have been clearly marked in the Bleach series just as what they are basically in Buddhism mythology or Buddhism teachings. Probably should be careful when I use the word mythology, because this is an actual religion practiced by over 500 million people. Anyway, but the one comparison I think I bring up the most in the reviews was the Hungry Ghost Realm to Huecamundo. It's kind of obvious when you think about it. Hollows, of course, are these creatures that are driven by sheer, you know, hunger in order to consume human souls, and in order to fill the void in themselves, quite literally. They have the big hole in their bodies at some location. So yeah, that's pretty much obvious right there. When you die, I guess when you have like an excess of evil deeds, you go to the Hungry Ghost Realm, and you're, you know, forced to try to consume things in order to fill the void inside of yourself. So that's Huecamundo right there in a nutshell. The next one, and this one is great because I just figured out the comparison for this. This makes way more sense in the Final Year Blood War arc. So we have the Deva Realm, the realm of the gods. So right away, that would be the Soul Society, the place where the Shinigami all live and survive. And the cool thing about this that really just drives this home is, like I said, all these realms realms, they might have like different fixed points on how long you stay there, but they all, nothing is eternal, okay? So it even says in the Deva Realm, you have these gods, these creatures that live in absolute luxury, and they live for, you know, hundreds, maybe even thousands of years, but eventually they grow old and they die. Hey, kind of like Shinigami, if you really think about it. I mean, yeah, Shinigami can live for thousands of years, as evidenced by Yamamoto, but eventually you will die, you will get older, you will die. And this also kind of makes sense for the whole fact that there's like things like diseases and stuff in the Soul Society. It's not meant, and poverty and shit, it's not meant to be heaven. I think that's what a lot of people confuse Soul Society to be like, you know. I think at the beginning of the series, Rukia might have said that to somebody, like, oh, it's heaven, just because it's easier to explain, oh, you're going to heaven, then you're going to the Deva realm of the Buddhism teachings, you know. I guess it's easier just to say, oh, you're going to a place of sheer and abject luxury. No, it's not like that. It's imperfect. It's just a place that maybe is, you can live a little bit longer than you can as a human, but it's not like a perfect paradise or anything like that. That would be nirvana. Nirvana is the place where you finally escape the cycle and you get to go off, and that's the place where you get to kind of live for eternity, being just, you know, completely enlightened, and you become a Buddha. So if you get to that point, congratulations, Buddhists. But yeah, the thing that really syncs this up with the Final Year Blood War arc is the Deva Realm and its connection with the Ashura Realm, or the Realm of the Titans. The Ashura Realm is filled with those that are filled with a lot of envy and jealousy. And they're most notably usually depicted as being at war with the Deva Realm. So, let me think about this. We have two realms that kind of exist side by side. One is driven by envy and jealousy. The other has creatures that can live, you know, a couple thousands of years, that are gods that kind of live in luxury. I wonder if that syncs up with anything. Oh, hey, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? In fact, it's even, you know, more interesting when you look at some teachings in Buddhism where the Ashura Realm and the Deva Realm are actually combined into one. So in some teachings there's only 5 realms, kind of like how the Shadow is sort of like the same side as the Quincy universe and the Soul Society. Get it? Okay. And then the last one we have is the Animal Realm, which is what we have not seen yet in Bleach. But when you consider, when you have people like Komamura, and, well, I guess people wouldn't be the correct term, he's more of like a fox guy, and then you have his grandfather, which is like a giant Falcor dog, and they're talking about, you know, we've been in the Beast Realm and stuff like that. I think this is what tipped everybody off when they introduced like the Animal Realm and everything, when Kubo alluded to that. I think that's what tipped everybody off, that what Kubo was going for here was a representation of Buddhism teachings and stuff, and the afterlife there. So yeah, that's just really quick, just to give you a setup on, you know, why Kubo picks these different realms and stuff like that. Most of you might be thinking, like I assumed the main religion in Japan was Shintoism, which is similar to Buddhism. It has a whole reincarnation thing going on, but it's not the same thing. Apparently, looking into it, Buddhism and Shintoism are pretty much both like main religions of Japan. You know, the only main difference is how long they've been around. You know, Buddhism, I think, was only introduced in like the 6th century, and then you have Shintoism, which is pretty much around as long as, you know, Japanese history dates back until the founding. Oh, by the way, if you have time, you should totally look up, like, in Japanese mythology, you should look up the creation of the island of Japan, you know, by Izanagi and Izanagi. That creation story is, I mean, there's a lot of mythologies that have like really weird creation stories, but that one is really out there. That one is okay. But yeah, anyway, hope you just enjoyed this quick video here. And hey, if you're a Buddhist, please explain to me all the things I got wrong. I'm not being sarcastic. Actually, go ahead, because I know I got at least one thing wrong in this video. So explain to me, you know, maybe I need to be enlightened a little bit there. Or hey, maybe I got everything right in this video and I'm already enlightened. But I highly doubt that, because achieving nirvana is one of the most difficult things in the possible... Wait a second. Huh! Oh my god! I guess I did get everything right! Bleach was the answer all along! That's how you achieve nirvana! Oh my god, this is beautiful! I feel like the entire knowledge of every living creature in existence that ever will exist or ever has existed is flowing into my body! This is beautiful! This is absolutely wonderful! So what's up with him, man? Oh, I think he's having a seizure. Oh, okay. Don't you think we should, I don't know, like, call the hospital or something then? Yeah, okay, sure.
The book was about the Bleach.